Yeah.
All right, so thank you very much, everybody, for coming today. Thank you to Jenny for doing this wonderful presentation for us. Just a little bit of housekeeping. This meeting will be recorded. So if you do not wish to be part of the recording, feel free to turn your camera off. We do ask that you keep yourself muted during the presentation. If you do have any questions during the question period, you're more than welcome to unmute yourself and ask away, or put it in the chat and I can relay it to Jenny. So Jenny is the owner and creator of Simple Desk, a small business support solution company based in Quinte, Ontario. The inspiration behind Simple Desk came from years of seeing her fellow entrepreneurs struggle to juggle the demands of work life, family life, and their personal needs. From marketing and bookkeeping to VA support, process creation, and automation, Simple Desk is a full-scale business support company whose main goal is to eliminate the challenges you face as small business owner by providing specialized and effective outsourcing solutions. And Jenny, take it away.
That's a mouthful. Okay, let me just pop this up here. Okay. All right, so today we're going to be covering the exceptional customer experience. And so Kylie did just let you know my background, but so we have a team of, let me see, 5. So we each have our different specialties. So we have Teresa is our marketing manager. We have Maddie coming on. She is a graphic designer. Amanda is our processes and project management, and Shay is our all things customer service and tech. And I dabble in everything. So if everybody just wants to maybe drop their business name in the chat and let me know whether you're a service or a product, and if you already have a customer experience or customer service plan.
Jenny,
can I not see it?
Jenny?
No, nothing's in there yet.
Okay. Okay, so Melissa is a business counselor with Pero. Obviously, I did know that, and the owner of Blossom and Shine Creative, and she's service and no plan. Well, it's a good thing that you're here today.
Jenny?
Yes.
Is it appropriate if this is all that came to mind? I have nothing, nothing.
Yes.
What about that?
Love it.
Oh, that I love that.
What a voice, damn.
Well, you know, in one of our meetings the other day, who was it? Why is her name not coming to me? She was talking about adding to your presentations to get everyone engaged. And I think, well, that just made engagement. So yeah, graphic design and website creation. Awesome, Kylie. And service, no plan either. Okay. Let me just close that. And I'm having a Okay, so what is customer experience? Customer experience refers to how a customer perceives your brand throughout all aspects of your buyer's journey. So I believe that you shouldn't just have a customer service, you should be providing a customer experience. You need to take it to the next level. And so what we're going to go through today is the importance of an excellent customer experience, customer journey mapping, aspects of an outstanding customer service, technology to help you streamline it, and designing processes for your customer service or customer experience. Okay, so if you have an amazing customer experience, what happens is you keep that customer and they keep returning for that service or that product. And those people in turn have loyalty and advocacy. So what they're going to do is they're going to tell their friends, oh my goodness, I bought this product and I received the best service and I will be returning again and again. And so their friends will want to purchase from you as well. And if they receive that same experience, they're going to purchase again and again and tell all of their friends. So this in turn keeps the cost down because customer acquisition costs 7 times more than maintaining the existing customers that you have. So for you to go out and, do Facebook ads and, do meetings with everyone and things like that, it's going to cost you way more money than to just nurture the client that you already have on board. And growth, obviously, if you have customers who are super happy and they're telling everyone, and you've nurtured that loyalty and kept the costs down, then your business is going to grow. So customer-focused companies are 60% more profitable than companies who don't focus on customer experience. So customer experience is the key differentiator overtaking both price and product. So there's a lot of competition with the big brands or, other companies that have been in business much longer and are bigger. But the way things are moving is people are more likely to pay more and go with a smaller business if they're going to receive a better, more personable service. So if they feel like they're part of your business or part of the community of your business, they're going to buy from you as opposed to, let's say, going to Walmart and getting it for cheaper because they're looking for the experience. So 86% of people who received a good customer experience were likely to repurchase from the same company, compared to 13% of those who received a poor customer experience. I don't know about you, but if I receive some crappy service, I'm not going back. And between 2010 and 2015, customer experience leaders grew 6 times faster. So I cannot stress enough how much and how important a customer experience is. So yeah, customer-focused businesses are 60% more profitable than the businesses who don't have that. Okay, quote of the day. Amanda added some of these in here for me. Building a good customer experience does not happen by accident. It happens by design. And this is kind of leads into another thing. This is exactly why you need processes and systems in your business, so that every person who comes through your door or gets your service gets the exact same experience as the next person. Okay, so this is a customer journey map. So these are all the different stages in business. So first, like, a client will become aware that you're actually there. And then the next step is consideration. So they'll be considering working with you or working with someone else. The consideration period can take a long time, because let's say someone is just starting out in business and they've decided, okay, next year I want to bring on a graphic designer. So all through this consideration period of approximately a year, they're looking at what you're doing. They're seeing what you're providing, what value are you providing, and that's when they consider whether they're going to go with you or not. So then there's the actual purchase. And when they make that purchase, like, this is where your full experience comes in. And then after that is the delivery. So we want to make sure that after they've made the purchase, the delivery is done in a very amazing way, is what I would like to call it. You want to put some extra flair on the delivery, and you want to make sure that after you've delivered the product, you're still providing them support so that they will come back and purchase from you again, or continue to purchase from you. So what you basically do is you want to walk through your customer journey. You want to pretend that you were your own customer, and you want to see, like, where are their touch points? What's the pain points? Like, what is the reason that they're coming to see you? And judging from your experience, like walking through it, what emotions do you think that they would have? Are you like, okay, well, my awareness isn't very good. They're probably not going to find me, or they're not going to see me a lot of times. So my emotions on that would probably be frustrated. And that's, so, okay, that was a little frustrating. So I'm going to maybe work on an experience for that to make that better. And so you would put your solutions all along the bottom here. What I can do is I can put this into a PDF and send this out to everyone, just so if you want to fill it in yourself and, get on your way doing a journey map. Okay, I will get that for you guys. Okay, so how are we providing outstanding customer service? We want to make it easy. I cannot stress this enough. If you want somebody to do something, you better make it easy, because if I saw like, oh, okay, I want to work with Melissa. So I go onto her website and I'm like, okay, it says I have to call her. And I was like, well, I really don't want to call her. I just want to book a meeting. So, you should, on your website, let's say you want to have something that says book consultation. I can click on it and I can choose a spot in her calendar and away we go. That was easy, right? You want to make sure that they're staying where you are and they don't have to venture far. So yes, you want to meet them on the platform that they're comfortable with. You want to make it easy to find your business page and your prices and your offerings. So it should be so easy to get a hold of you. So the process of making a purchase, accessing support, and providing feedback needs to be as simple and straightforward as possible. So let's say I actually took my chatbot from Facebook and I put it onto our website. So when you go to our website, if you have just a quick question, you can use that chatbot from Facebook and just type your question in. It will go directly to our messenger and I will get that and I can answer it right away. Or on our main page that we have a book consultation that you can choose one right there, or you can go to our contact us page if you just have a question that's not important or you just want to reach out. So that is available for you too. Now I say these things, but you don't want to overwhelm people with too many options. They say 3 is the maximum you should have. Because when people get decision fatigue, if they have too many options. So the rule of thumb is 3 and no more. So, but yes, you just want to make it as easy as possible. So same goes with products, right? If you have something on your Facebook and you're like promoting a product, you want to make sure that you've uploaded your shop into Facebook so you can tag that product and they just need to click it to order it. So we'll get into a few of like the tech things later, but there's a lot of ways that you can automate stuff and just make your customer service just like on point. Okay, so communication, responding quickly to service requests and inquiries and complaints show that you respect your client's time. I recently went onto a website and I was trying to get help and I couldn't even get the chatbot to work. And let's just say I was beyond frustrated because it's a larger company. This is the way that you would speak to them. So it's kind of like, or when you call into a call center and you're waiting, oh, your hold time is going to be an hour. You're like, do I have time to sit here for an hour? No. So you want to respect your client's time and make it as easy as possible for them to get a hold of you. And just, set some expectations about what it's going to be like. Okay, we have your message and we will get back to you as soon as possible. It will generally take about just so they're not sitting there waiting, wondering like, did they even get my message? Or, information is good. So yes, a little bit on this, like on your Facebook page or your Instagram, you can set up set questions, or you can have a message that goes directly to them. It could say something like, hey, we got your message. We'll get back to you within 3 hours, or you can make it personal, like off the top of my head, I'm not a copywriter here, but you're like, you could have a nice little message about what a great day it is, or something of that nature, just to, put a smile on their face and say, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Okay, so you want to listen to your customers, emphasize with your customer, empathize, create a thoughtful solution and exceed expectations. So invite feedback and show that you are taking action. So I have written down here like a few things that I thought of as ideas. So what I would do is I would use my analytics. So there's like apps and things like Hotjar where you can actually see the heat map on your website to see if there's even something on there called rage clicks. I just love it when people get all ragey and like are clicking something, like you can tell, okay, you're like, okay, that's a pain point. I need to fix that. You want to do like, where are my clients coming from? Are they dropping off at a certain page? Is there something wrong with that page? And yeah, invite feedback and anything, like take that into consideration and make the changes so things are easier for your customers. So yeah, so just take their feedback and even put it out there. Polls and things on your socials. We do a lot of this or that, or we're like, would you rather we did a webinar at 11 a.m. or 3 p.m. Like what works best for my clients? Like that's what you want to invite. You want to know you're serving your customers as best you can. Number 4 is create a personalized experience. Provide valuable content to your customer at a valuable time. Remember important dates. Send a handwritten card. So we always do this in our onboarding procedure. One of the steps is we send a handwritten thank you card and we mail it out. You get, your personal email or personal mail, because it doesn't happen a lot, sending the snail mail. So when I'm doing sales and I don't even really, it's not sales because I think I'm helping people out. And then it turns into sales is I will find articles or something that I think, oh, maybe Melissa would love that. Like she should probably benefit for this. So I'll just be like, oh, I found this for you and I will send it over. And it creates that experience or that relationship with people. And even though you're just doing something because you thought it would be good for them, it turns out it's actually a good part of sales, because I don't really like sales. And I think that just helping people out and creating that relationship with them, that's what does the sales for you. And you don't have to work as hard. Okay, so there's technology that can help that. So optimizing your online presence. So I did just discuss this, like web analytics to optimize your user experience on web pages, and using your social media platforms for open communication and community building. So a lot of what people love is they love to see the behind the scenes stuff. They want to know what's going on day to day in your business. So it doesn't always have to be that way, but you want to create that relationship. You want to, like, oh, I'm on my 6th cup of coffee today. Jenny is sitting behind her desk with a mug of coffee, like that. So you just want to create that relationship with the people who are following you. And so some online providers like Stripe, Square, and PayPal can make it so much easier for people, because a lot of people still do sign up with an email and send me an e-transfer. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I want to click on a link. I want to pay my money and I want to show up, kind of deal, right? So we want to, again, make it as easy as possible. I'm just gonna 4 shots of espresso. Good job, Kylie. Okay, So customer relationship management. So you want to keep all your customer information in one place. You don't want to forget any important dates, and make sure when you tell someone you're following up with an email, you actually follow up. You're only as good as your word, right? I said I would do this, so I'm doing it. And so you better have a way to keep track of that, okay? So you want to better understand their needs and where they are in their journey. So what I do is I like to send emails out or cards out on people's birthdays. It's just like that little thing that, like, oh my goodness, she remembered my birthday. I'm like, yeah, of course I did. I have a CRM. Or you can even just use your calendar and, recurring every year. We're going to reach out to Cindy and let her know, like, happy birthday. We appreciate you, So yeah, and, set your reminders. And I believe that we should be following in the service-based industry. If we have a client who's month to month and we're not always speaking with them, I think we need a follow-up plan so that we're like, okay, I'm just checking in. I want to make sure that you are still receiving the most amazing service. And if there's any issues, please let me know, because I want to take care of that. So there should be some sort of follow-up plan. Like, I am going to reach out to so-and-so every 3 months just to make sure that everything is going according to plan. Okay, so email automation. I'm sure we've all heard of this. MailChimp is probably the most recognizable one. We use ActiveCampaign because that's Teresa's choice, not mine. It's a little over my head. So email automation software will help you keep in touch with customers and giving them the valuable content and the special offers. And you can actually see, like, who's opening, who's clicking, what things they click on more, and what gets more opens. And you can automate the email reminders and create draft emails in your Outlook. So if there's something that you are sending to clients constantly, like they're asking the same question or you're delivering the same information, you can create quick drafts in your email so that you can just click on it, put the person's name in or email in, and away you go, instead of retyping the same thing over and over and over again. And so it just makes it easier, and it's uniform, and everybody's getting the exact same information. So yeah, so with your email, you again can send newsletters and your special offers. We do a weekly blog in our email with just a little update of what's going on. Every business is different, so I would say set a schedule that works for you and works for your clients. Okay, I gotta move you guys again. Okay, so the consideration stage. The customer reaches out, they're expressing interest in your product, service, and want more information. So this is maybe where you would have those set things, like to send out to a client. You would want to make it more personal, but do you have your set pieces of information that you're sending about packages, pricing, timelines, things like that? And you want to make sure that you're responding within a certain amount of time. So you want to make them a priority, but this is a little, in the service-based business, you have to set timelines, because you can't be working all night and all day and responding to emails at 8 p.m. when you're supposed to be like sitting down with your family. So you need to set your business hours and only respond within those hours, or if you're working outside those hours, set your emails to go out at a certain time so it doesn't look like you're responding at all hours of the day, because I can assure you, people will trample your boundaries and you will never get away from your business, and it will just be bad. So just make sure that you're only doing it during business hours, but just set the expectation. And again, so they've asked about information about your business, but they haven't gone into the buying stage yet. So you just want to follow up with them and say, again, like I said before, like, Oh, hey, Melissa, it was great chatting with you. I found this freebie, this client journey map, and I'm just going to send this out to you and say, okay, this might be helpful to you. If you need anything else, like, please let me know. If you want to just have a chat, great. So it's just a way to get people chatting and provide them with valuable information that doesn't really cost you anything, because you're just being helpful. I have a lot of, I find a lot of stuff online. I'm like, oh my goodness, I should send this to so-and-so. Okay, so moving on to the purchase stage. So we have a full process on this. So we have our meeting, we send the contract, the client signs the contract, and then we go into the onboarding. So in our onboarding, what we have is an onboarding survey that gets to know all about their brand, their messaging, you know, all their information. And then we have a kickoff meeting and gets everything started. So we know that we're all on the same page. And then we follow up again, like I said, to just to make sure that they're getting the service they want. Is there any changes that they would like? And that's how we do that. So they sign the contract, we do the onboarding and the follow-up. So everybody's onboarding and follow-up will be different, but you should have something in place that just lays out exactly how you're going to do it. And again, it needs to be the easiest possible way for the client to do it, because you don't want to say, okay, well, can you fill out this? And oh, I need this. And like an email like 2 days later, oh, well, I still need da 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 da. You should have a list of everything you need and you send it once, they respond, and it's done. Okay, so the support stage. So if the customer reaches out with a problem, we want to make sure that we understand where they're coming from. And we want to say, let them know that we're going to create a solution for them as soon as possible and get that on their way. So the solution, I don't know, sometimes you got to get a little creative on the solution. So the solution, you want to make sure that, you know, I like to go with the customer is always right, but you know, there's a little variance in there, but just make sure that you want to go above and beyond and make sure that even though there was a problem, we fixed it. And, you know, we did something else just to make up for that problem. And then you want to, again, follow up afterwards to make sure that there's no future problems, because, you know, mistakes do happen. It's a part of life, but you just want the client to know that you're making every effort to fix that. Okay, another quote of the day. We see our customers as invited guests to a party, and we are the hosts. It's our job every day to make every important aspect of the customer experience a little bit better. Okay. So, was there a time when you received an amazing customer experience from a company, and how did they do it? So I guess everybody could go off mute if they want to go ahead and say it. Melissa?
Sorry, what was the question? I'm multitasking. I feel like that kid in classroom that just got caught.
I will put it back up. Was there a time that you received an amazing customer experience from a company, and what was it? How did they do it?
It's been a really long time, like since I've had an experience that made me say, oh, wow, that was really amazing, or that was above and beyond, or I wasn't expecting this. I can't even think of anything. I feel like with everything being online for so long now, that every customer service experience has just been kind of disconnected and automated. There's
Yeah.
been no personalization. You know, you get like the little handwritten notes from an Etsy purchase. You're like, oh, that's nice. But yeah, I can't really think of the last time I've had an experience that really made me appreciate the extra awareness or the extra reaching out.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything?
When you asked that question, my immediate thought was, I can tell you about a week ago when I received a really awful customer experience.
Ooh, do tell.
That- but isn't that unfortunate? Like you were saying, Melissa, I can't even think of a good time. No, and it really made me think while you were doing your presentation that I thought about telling the manager, but she said she was the manager. So I thought about telling the owner because I thought if that was me, I would really want to know. And it was Rebel Salad. I don't know if any of you are associated with Rebel Salad, but I was calling from, I had some friends in town in Thunder Bay, and I was at Loch Lomond, and we were all super hungry, somehow totally disorganized with a shit ton of kids and no food. And it was like 4 o'clock and we were all getting done. We'd been at the hill the whole day. And I said, I've got this gift certificate for $100 and I'll call and order salad. I'll go pick it up and then we'll all go back and eat. And I called and I said, oh, hi, I just want to order like 8 salads. And she was like, oh, we don't actually take phone orders. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I need her to take this phone order. I need to use this gift certificate and I need it to be good food for all the kids, like all my talk in my head. And she kept on saying no. She was like, if I make this exception for you, I'm going to have to make this exception for everybody. And we've made a decision that we're doing all our orders online and we're not taking phone orders. And anyways, I said, can I talk to a manager? And she said, I am the manager. And I said, you're fully turning away business. And I'm not sure if you're comfortable with that, but if I were you, I would be really uncomfortable with that because I don't know what else to say. And she goes, fine, I'll make this one exception. And I was thinking to myself, I will never come here again. And I'm a person who likes to spend money on food because I'm really busy and I like to buy good food for my family. So that's not a good thing. So I go to the growing season. They take my phone order and I go get their stuff. And I certainly also want to say I've made like real hard stands against things in my career and stuff. And there's always a reason. I don't know what their reason is, but it was really awful. And so I used my $100 gift certificate. I tipped them really well. Not the manager, but the people that made the salads. And I'll never go back. And everything that you said in your presentation made me think about things that I personally have probably done because I'm an asshole sometimes. And so I've probably done stuff like that, which is crazy. And then also thinking about like that experience.
Yeah. Yeah. So even though she made the exception, in the way that she made the exception still did not help the situation. So yeah. So also, if you're an owner and you have employees, you want to actually give them the power to go above and beyond is what I would say, like to an extent, right? So if something like that were to happen, it would be like a yes, of course, let's do that, because we always want to be providing that exceptional customer experience, but it's not costing us anything to take a phone order as opposed to taking it online. So why would we say no? Okay. So before we get into this, actually, let's go ahead. If you have any questions for me, shoot them my way. No.
Do you have any suggestions on how we can take such an automated process of customer service and create that into a more unique, personalized way? Simply.
I say like with your emails, I would have the set blocks of information, but I would be adding extra personal stuff like at the beginning. So you want to make it faster, but you don't want to make it so fast that it loses its personal touch, right?
What about like video messages and reaching out to, I saw something, it was a new app or a new kind of widget that you can put into your website or something, but it provided an opportunity. So instead of like instant messaging, it was instant video messaging. So if somebody wanted to, say somebody was asking you a question on this chat feature, you could actually have a pre-recorded video response that would be automated to go back. So it's almost like they're still kind of connecting with you, but differently. I thought it was interesting because I just feel like people are so disconnected throughout this whole automated process of, finding a business and exploring them and doing the research and reaching out and asking questions. And, you have all your emails pre-generated already, that's just really lacking this personalization.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if we
use Loom a lot.
Loom?
Yeah, LOOM. So when we have clients that say they've hired us to do some marketing, but they need a little help with their website, generally we'll just help them out. And we'll create a Loom. So it's kind of a screen share with like your little face in the corner. And you're like, okay, so you go into your website and you click here and you do this, and this is how you do it. And we send them that, and it just shows them exactly what to do. And it has that personal touch because it's exactly what they're looking for. Because we could be like, oh, go find a YouTube video on da 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 da. But like, I'm here, I know exactly what you need. It's going to take me 2 seconds to create this Loom and send it to you.
I love that.
So you could use those for your FAQs and embed them right into your website. So when people click on the FAQ, they can watch the little video and
instead of just
your pretty little face,
things, right?
tell them how it is. So Loom is free up to 5-minute videos. And I think it's 10 videos a month.
I'll take a look into that.
Yeah, but there is a paid version as well. But I like the free apps because free apps are just cheaper. So I had a list of some ideas that I just put together. So I don't know if anybody's done customer loyalty programs. So, making people feel special because they purchased from you so many times, or sometimes because I opened another business that's a product-based business. And so I have like little stickers that I throw in extra dependent on what I think the person's personality is. So I'm trying to engage them that way. The personal notes too are great. And if you have a client who, if you're business to business, you yourself following them on the social channels and commenting on their posts and things like that, it's like paying it forward, I guess. And just, again, like I said, adding value. Like, I found this amazing tool, like send it out to all the people that you think would find it useful. Yeah. Those are a few.
Just being available, right? Like being available and being present in general, and not just hiding behind the computer and hiding behind all of those automations that you put into place. No, I think it's good.
So you want to have like a good balance between the automations and the personal touch, because you can't automate everything, but you can't do everything personally. So there has to be some middle ground. And you want to just make sure that like you come through, right? The owner of the business, and your personality comes through. Like, we don't want to just be kind of like we're talking to a robot, right? So I guess that is it for me. And this is how you can contact me, and I will get the client journey form together for everyone. And if there's any other questions, please let me know. Nope, we're good.
No, that looks like everything. Well, thank you, Jenny, so much.
Thank you.
Once again, if anyone would like a copy of today's recording, or if they've missed a previous webinar, feel free to send us an email at communications@pero.ca. I've put it in the chat there for you, and we'll send you a link to the recording, as well as, again, if you want a copy of Jenny's presentation and the words aren't working anymore.
The client journey.
Thank you. The
Too
client
much
journey.
espresso.
No, there's fourth.
Jenny? Oh, sorry, Kylie.
Yeah, I'll send it along to you. And I'm going to stop the recording now for if anybody would like ask any other questions that they don't want recorded. So 1 sec.